Hello and welcome back to Space Crew Legendary Edition. My name is Wilkata, and today we are going to pick up where we left off in the last session. And I think we got some money to spend. And I believe we were pretty close to doing a story mission. Take a look and see what we have left. Da, da, da. I don't think there was any new crew gear that we needed to pick up. I think everybody's pretty well equipped for the level of technology that we have. Yeah, everybody looks like they're pretty well off. Front guys have the heavy gloves. Everyone else has faster stuff and good armor. So let's first look and see what kind of mission we're going to get into. And then we'll go back to the spacecraft to... Yeah, so we're going to... it'll be our first escort mission. That's interesting. It's interesting in the sense that normally we have escort missions a little sooner. Normally a little more plentiful. But I don't think that requires us to do anything special. You know, other than, of course, we can't reasonably flee from a combat, which is something we don't do very often anyway. From an equipment standpoint, I don't think that really directs us for any kind of specific upgrade. So I think that we have the fastest engines. We do. We're up on all the systems here. Best shields, I think that was just gotten those. Do not care about the gravity generator other than to repair, you know, reduce its repair every now and then. Like, it literally is just how fast can you repair it. It doesn't do anything. We have it shut off anyway. Oxygen generator wouldn't be bad to upgrade, just so that we can repair it more quickly. We've gotten into a couple of panic situations where we had to prioritize repairing the O2, even though other things were damaged, because the timer was running out. So it wouldn't be bad when we have a little bit extra money to do that. I think we have the best reactor we're going to get for now. Yeah. The only stat we care about is the output. And same goes for the med bay. So we're good on systems for now. The missile launcher, again, I keep looking for an excuse to put one of these arc weapons in, because I think that would be cool. Really not enchanted with the way the missile launcher is working out. Yeah, it's an energy weapon. Press reactor. Has less damage overall. Particle beam flat cannon. Sounds pretty cool. But it's a loss in damage on both sides. I think we're just going to hang off changing this out until we find something with more damage. But I think we're going to be open to replacing this with a different kinetic weapon, just to see a variety. You know, it wouldn't be bad to have something like this one right here, this upgrade, because it would give us an energy weapon on the front. But I'm not prioritizing energy weapons on the front. I'm not going to waste the money on keeping the same damage when I'm already considering changing the damage. I really like the high explosives on the back. And the reason is because, you know, we get approached by clusters from the back. And assuming that the high explosives can deal damage to other nearby smaller ships, it seems like a good position to have it in there. And it's always firing, so I don't see myself changing that out for anything. Big flat or a railgun on the front. Ooh, that's even more damage. We're not going to change it though. I know historically from these that they fire so slow that kind of the trade-off of if it misses, you have a long time if it's going to fire again, and if you have a string of misses, then that gun's really not doing anything. Might be fun on the front, but on the back I want something that's going to hit more consistently. So we're going to stick with what we've got. Let's look at armor. Okay, we have got armor 6 now. And it's a little pricey, but we can afford it. Let's do that. Especially on the front, because we don't want the guys in the front to have to run back to the med bay. And have enough for the rear? We do. Let's do the rear, because again, often we're running away from things and getting shot from the backside. And that's a fairly good amount of upgrade on the armor. So that's where all our money's going to go. We already did a max upgrade for the away team. So we no longer have to worry about money towards that. That looks interesting. I didn't notice that. High risk Android outpost artifacts? I just said that we got the best upgrades for the away team. I think we're going to try this one first. Something that the other away team missions were always a short jump. Like, you didn't run into anything on the way there. It was just the away team. Looks like this is both a space mission and a away team mission. So that's good. That means there's a chance for our guys to be injured along the way, not necessarily have a fresh away team ready to land. And I don't know if the high risk has to do with the space, or if it has to do with the landing, or both. But we've located an abandoned Android outpost. That suggests that there are vulnerable artifacts on board. Valuable. Vulnerable. Infiltrate the facility and take possession of them. That's cool. So maybe we'll have and there's booby traps. Maybe we'll have actual things that we've had optional goals of retrieving things, but maybe now we'll have a requirement to safely extract things. Might turn out to be a pretty cool mission. Let's get off the ground. I think we're more or less done customizing our ship. I'm really happy with the paint job. And one of the things that we were trying last time was to leave this guy in his bay, even though I'm not really sure that's really necessary, and run this guy forward. Because our engineer's station doesn't get altered much now that we have such a good reactor. But he's still the guy that we're going to run around to do repairs, so having him in the middle of the ship is maybe better. We'll find out. But we're experimenting. That's what this is all about, right? Learn as we go. He turned away from it. This is going to hit the charge. Oh, a nice clean ship without any bullet holes in it. We are, of course, going through the fastest route, which means it's the most enemies. Alright guys, you better show up before I make it to the portal, because I will jump without you. There's the high explosive gun. And we're outrunning them. So that would be one of the arguments for trading out the high explosive, is that it seems to have a shorter range than some of the other guns. I've noticed it'll stop firing when side guns that are farther away from it will continue to shoot. That guy's really getting up in our grill, isn't he? We're gonna rotate around on this side. Let's do a focus fire over here. And then I immediately turn to your side to him. Oh, incoming on the front. Alright, we're drifting away from our objective. I'm gonna turn back around. It sounds like hits on the hull. I guess it must be hits on their hull. Yeah, it is. Like, our shields are up. I don't know where those missiles think they're going. See, the missiles have... I mean, he wasn't really evading and the missiles are missing. I know they're high impact. They're good for damage, but... for them being a homing weapon, I would not mind having a little bit better accuracy on them. We had to go on defensive there because we were taking so much damage on the rear that I needed him to turn around. Stop exposing the backside. Alright, so we're going to charge up. Alright, never mind. I was going to say we were going to charge up because that lines us up. And when we stop moving, it's easier for us to hit. We only had one guy left. No one's hurt. Hurt a little bit. Stub to toe. Don't need to wait on him. Or jammed a finger. I guess he wouldn't have stubbed a toe. He hasn't been moving. So far, this route has not been challenging to us. You know, and we haven't grinded for extra money to be more, you know, equipped than our level. I mean, we've been thorough in doing the missions, but we haven't done anything as, any repeat missions. There's even an easy, low hostility mission that we're going to. Oh, was that stealth? These guys really came out of nowhere. Don't look like stealth guys, though. But there's a generic There, the enemy's one. It's not showing as a repeat. That we're not going to bother to do. Just because I'm feeling like we're getting ahead of the curve, even though we're not trying to. Boost fire. I don't really need to increase his accuracy. The guys are at point blank. But he seems to be taking a pretty good beating. If our shields are down. Nobody's hurt. Their shields a little bit of a moment to recover. The shields charged rather slowly because I mean, that's the shields that we have. We have the lowest recharge shield too. This is... Oh, okay, this is our... I thought it was an air station that we needed to attack, but this is our landing. So maybe the high difficulty is the landing party thing. So we need not Diedrich, Torres, Lambert, and Huber. Our engineer and our two security officers. Oh, this looks dangerous. The door, so there's a pad on the other side of the door, which would imply that if we step on it, it could lock the door. These look like turrets. Trying to get... Oh. Can I not spin? I can't spin my perspective. I have to look around. Okay, I think I need to race everybody through in case that is going to close the door. And I think I'm going to run. It's like, just run for it over here. I don't want to be in the middle of the room. Yeah. We can't even target those. Okay. Well. That's interesting. So, okay, so he picked up the thing. Okay, I assume we're gonna need that, but let's get to where we need it rather than leaving a weapon behind. Or he's took the brunt of that. Concerned about these things. Kind of leaving Tories behind because I wanted to see if I was going to need to pick up the thingy thing. That looks like the symbol for the interact with. I'm concerned that maybe it has to be in. Let's explore. Yeah. Oops. I'm thinking that this opens up something over there. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, good grief. I have to be standing on the outside to open that door. Hey. So let's do this. Maybe that will open this door here. Maybe I could just open the door anyway. Hack door controls, okay. Maybe this is what we need. That twice. Looks like that and that. What? No! Oh, no, no, no! Can't run him through, can I? Nope, because he steps off that door. Alright guys, hurry up. Alright, 4 minutes on the self-destruct. Alright, we need 1 and 3. Come on guys, come on. Come on. Oh no, we can't go through that door! Oh, and see, there's 3. Is that a... What's in his hand? Yeah, it was one of those things. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run this guy, let the other guy out of the room, while this guy fails to go through that doorway. I'm going to have this guy pick up thing, and I'm going to leave that thing lying around because I don't know if that's going to be a thing we're going to need in here. I don't know that we need to take that back to the ship. Good grief, really? That's going to open this door, isn't it? Knew it. Oh! Okay, I saw that... I think this is going the way I wanted to go. I didn't even flip that switch either. Probably not smart, but this is my fastest guy. Maybe if we flip both of these switches, it'll shut off. Oh no! That's the opposite of what I want it to do. Why would I want it to do that? This one I want to open because I'd be able to get this guy through. Okay, because this is going to lock that door again, right? Okay. That's good. 2, 3. Run this guy. We have a minute. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so he's got an object. Open, 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 open. Go, go, go. Grab this. Grab it. Thank you. We'll just leave all the rifles behind. Get out of here before the self-destruct. Oh man. Oh, that was cool. That was I was hoping to see more out of away missions. That was way more fun. I don't feel like the room on the right side really meant anything at all. Like, when he hacked the door controls, I feel like that gave him access to everything in the back, and then we had to go around the left. I'd have to review it again. Why is our shields going? But it felt like the one on the right was just a red herring entirely. Because no one went through that door, I don't think. The one that, you know, because they both went in. I mean, I think the guy in the back eventually went through there, but he didn't ever have to. He could have gone through the middle just like the other guy did, and then we ended up with one guy stuck in there that I had to come back around in the front and free him out. Oh. Nobody's in the front seat because it reset them to their starting positions. We're good. I got shot on the bottom, and it reset my shield graphic. These big guys are beating for sure. He just face tanks so much. These small guys I'm not worried about. I'm gonna go ahead and start lining up. So if I can stop, then they'll just point in a straight line. I'll just murder them all, just like that. I have full rear shields anyway. Yep. You're done. Your attack run. Look at that. Eats all of it. Went to alter positions. Back to base. You actually saw them warp in. I'm not normally looking right at it when they pop in. Just happen to be looking in the right direction. That was pretty cool. I like this disc guy because he died too fast. Yeah, you can often see the plates peel off of him before he blows up. So he was eating too much of the high explosives. Watching this guy eat. Explosions coming off of him. Surprised he can take that much. How about you fire at the guy that's right next to us? Fire it at him! Don't worry about the guys in the back. Wait a minute, why are you... So he has no shields, but this guy isn't switching weapons. That's concerning. The whole point to the auto switch is that he should have been on the auto cannon when the shields were down on that guy. We have to eyeball that a little bit more here. Because he should have auto switched. Yeah, I sent the guy in to repair the reactor even though we're landing. See, he's getting it done. That's for the work crews to do. That was a fun mission. We got all the bonus crates as well. Unlike last time when we blew them up in a chain reaction. Plus, at least we get some XP from this because we actually killed stuff. Whereas the other away missions, we didn't have to face any enemy forces, so we didn't have any XP for our guys. Low dramatic rise. Ooh, lightning gun with autocannon Mark III. That might be... Holy crap, look at all the missiles on that thing. I know I said we're getting away from the missiles, but... Look at all the missiles! Fire, it's 8 missiles at a time. Alright. Let's look at the damage output of new split weapon. I mean, the autocannon's kind of boring. That's right. That's what we got on the sides. But that's a lot of damage. And I've been wanting to try this arc weapon. Although I felt like the arc weapon would... Like, it being in the front is like the worst place for it. Oh, we should do it. Okay, yeah. These are already Mark IIIs, right? So this is where it should go. Oh, we don't have the money. Ooh, 7,400. Wow. I think that's where, I mean, we can't afford on the front because of the, no, we couldn't. It costs less here because we have a more valuable weapon already on the front. We do get some amount of refund on the systems that we're upgrading. But I think this is going to be the weapon that's going to end up on our sides. Hey there, Liquid. Welcome back. Glad to see you. You just missed a really great away mission. Really fun away mission. It was super cool. So we're going to sit on our money. Because I want to buy that weapon for the sides. I'm gonna, I think, buy a plate of armor. And hopefully make enough to buy that weapon for the next one. Because I've been really wanting to try those arc weapons, so we'll get at least one for the side, for one of the sides, and see how it works out. Trying to do a campaign mission. Yeah, you'll have to, Liquid. It was a high risk away team, and it was completely different from any of the ones we had done before. It was really cool. I had a lot of fun with it. It made me feel better about the away team missions. I really want to do one of these clear outs to get the money for the... This will do it for us, though. So what are we going to do here? Rogue androids are threatening our supply lines. Oh, that's right. This is an escort. The Orion has requested our assistance in escorting one of their freighters. Do that. Arcus at Arcadia Prime. So this is going to be our first escort mission. They were more common in the previous campaign. Get our things adjusted here. Run him up front. I went with that last mission and didn't have to repair a single thing. Normally there's an escort, a guy we're escorting right here. I guess we're probably meeting up with him somewhere. I think we're going, because I think they said we have to go to our Arcadia Prime, so I'm guessing we're running out here and escorting someone back. Oh yeah, the USA expansion and Bomber Crew was so much fun. I loved that bomber. It was a beast. I love to see the armor come off these disc guys. Glad you're enjoying that game. I'm always glad to hear when a recommendation works out. Oh, I'm lot in the back. On defense. Get that evasion up. There's no reason for us to be orbiting the objective. We just need to be somewhere near it. Oh, guy coming from the top. Need to spin around because we didn't have any shields on the top. Guy in the back to get a little more accurate and do a little more damage because we're taking a beating from that angle. Replenishing our shields here real quick. Oh, we're getting away from our objective. Oh yeah, I got caught out. Come on, move on. Yeah, I'm not seeing the escort. I think we're going all the way out to the end of the jump lines and then escorting something back. It would be cool if we had a timer of we have to get there before it's destroyed. That would be kind of nice. Because normally when we do an escort mission, we're following whatever we're escorting to the jump gate, and it gets there and it charges up, and then it will jump without you. In fact, you can't jump while it's blocking the gate. But if you don't jump shortly after it, you'll get notifications that it's under attack on the other side of the gate. But normally you start out escorting it right from your, home station. I think it'd be interesting to, if in this scenario, if it was already under attack and we had to be efficient on our killing of things to get there faster before it got destroyed. Like, I mean, they could give it a lot of health, so it's not hard to get there in time. But then you still have to escort it back, and it's going to, by the time you get to it, it's going to have less health for the rest of the trip if you take too long to get there. I think that would make it more interesting. Now look how much armor we blow off just in one shot. Come on in, guys. Welcoming party's waiting for you. All the lasers. I want a laser. Lasers are cool. Far out from the objective, considering that was what we were supposed to be orbiting. Turn back to it. I don't like all these guys on the bottom of us and our bottom shields. Like, even when I was on defense, he wasn't rolling the ship. But the top shields towards them. The aim accuracy, the focus fire here is my guy in the front seat. I don't think the aim accuracy can go above 100%. Because I'm not sure that the missiles care about the accuracy of the pilot, or of the gunner. Because they're guided. I'm not sure if that actually, we're going to see if it's going to run out. Oh, I guess it does. Boy, these guys are really drawing it out. These small guys, we're gonna line up. I don't think that there is collision with the other ships. I mean, we know there's collision with asteroids. But yeah, I would have to watch for it. I'd have to look at it again, but I don't think that we take damage from colliding into other things. I think it's a matter of two objects can't be in the same place, so they kind of push as opposed to really collide. Like when if I'm flying past that space station, like last time we were flying past the space station and past one of the arms, and we were clearly flying right at the arm, and when we just about got to it, our ship went and then went right under it. I think it's running against a bounding box around an object. So I'm not sure if whether or not ships can actually collide, but maybe. So we can target the freighter to escort it so that we stay near it. I'm not too concerned about that because I know where the freighter is going. Going over here. And so I can kind of run ahead of it just as long as I'm keeping the attention of the enemy fighters. I don't necessarily need to be hovering around the freighter. In fact, I kind of don't want to be hovering around the freighter because I want to draw things away from it. Oh, I saw another red mark, but I'm not seeing it now. It's also nice that we haven't been getting attacked by a champion because we actually successfully destroyed the champion in a mission, and I haven't loaded the next champion yet. So yeah, see, he's charging up. He's got a minute to charge. Like, I can't even... I'm queuing for the hyper jump. I can't even start to line up to it. Oh. Took so long to destroy those guys, another wave came. Focus fire here. Let's see if we can take these guys out a little bit more quickly. He took some fire just now. There he goes. And now we're starting to charge these out of the way. Run this guy to the medic bay real quick. All right. There we go. I'm gonna run ahead of him. I don't want to be too close to him. Over here, guys, follow me. Pay no attention to the helpless, defenseless freighter. Oh, those guys are behind it. The rear gunner is still recharging all his stuff. Yeah, see, they're on the freighter. I gotta turn back. Yeah, he took a beating too. Did you see that? Side gunners to increase our accuracy a little bit here. Oh, need repaired. Oh, it's just that we're gonna leave it. I don't like how close this parks us next to the freighter. It begs for him to get hit. I told you to attack the enemies. Why are you standing around? Good thing I zoomed in and looked. back in your seat. I think your shields are a little worse for wear. Whoop. I was tempted to pop the EMP just to be a smart aleck being near the freighter. See if it would reset the freighter's jump time. Probably shouldn't do that though. Alright, I'm looking at that. We're ready to jump, so we can go when we need to. I mean, as much as we don't care about the condition of that gravity unit, it's dangerous to leave it unrepaired because then something else breaks and I won't necessarily notice. Like you used to looking at that wrench icon. I'm going to follow him. I'm curious to see if he'll actually dock on one of these arms. That would be cool. But normally they would land on a landing pad, but this station is new to this campaign. There's clearly docking ports for these guys. Ah! Nice, he did. That's cool. I really like this scene. Station floating over the dense cloud cover. I was kind of hoping when they said there was going to be away missions that we would actually land on planets. So far, it's only been stations. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, but I thought it would be interesting to have a little bit of a planetary environment to walk around in. Functionally, it wouldn't be anything different. As long as they don't come from starboard, my guy's out of his seat. Retrieve item. So I'm going to leave the engineer in his seat for this one. So these things are notorious for having a problem after you get them on board. Like the last time we picked one of them up, there was kept catching fire. You know, Liquid, that was the same thing I was thinking, that it seems awfully close to that planet to be remaining in a stable orbit or a stable location like it is. But there were like pods around it that look like engines that might be thrusting upwards, or I guess thrusting downwards to push up. But space wizardry seems just as feasible. Oh, what happened? Oh! We got boarded somehow? How'd that happen? When did that happen? Oh, he came out of the cargo pod! I just said that we have to pay attention to these cargo pods because there's something weird about all of them. And then I forgot to zoom in and look at it. And he hacked my my helm, so I can't even jump. How often on these streams do I say that I need to pay attention to something and then immediately forget to do it? Oh, put that away. I don't need that space junk floating around in a ship while we're landing. And see exactly what it was. It was a Virgin cargo pod. And I had just said, when pull it in, we need to keep an eye on it, because something's bad will happen from it. I've had them give off radiation before, to where in a fight I've had to eject it into space because it was killing all my crew, and then pick it back up before I jump. It's definitely something to keep in mind, that you don't have to keep. If it's causing you trouble and it's going to be stuck in your bay for a long time, it's a fair consideration to eject it back out. Come on, get us level 10 on the secondaries. My secondary gunners don't have weapon boost. There we go. That's what I want. I wanted these two guys to get weapon boost. Woo, look at all the weapons we just unlocked. Oh, look. Railgun with quad. Oh. Quad plasma with the 8-shot mess. Oh my goodness. We need money. I think we're going to do arc guns on one. And maybe a laser on the other side. Yeah, the railgun and quad looks super sweet. But if I'm doing, remember, I'm doing energy weapons as a primary on the sides. I might do the railgun and quad on the front, maybe. The railgun is a fun thing to watch hit things, because it's just, you know, you see an impact and it's like, oh man, that hurt. Heavy laser and autocannon. Oh my goodness. But I want to try the particle beam as well. We need to, if we want a description of it, we need to click on the one that's not the combo. So that's the concentrated beam. Those are fun to watch. Just meh. But then you have like the heavy beam, which I think is just the laser shot. So maybe, you know, let's think about this. Yeah, I know. I want more weapon bays just so I can have more different weapon types. The rear gun has target availability more often than any other weapon on the ship. More often we're flying somewhere and things are gathered behind us. So we want weapons on the back that can do group damage, which is why I have the heavy cannon, the high explosive cannon. The arcing weapon has a chance to induce the EMP effect on targets. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily arc between them. So, okay, so we will put that on the side, because if we have something that's close to us, if we can EMP something that's close to us with it, the things on the side tend to be closer. So that does sound like a good thing to have on the side. All right, so on the port side, we're going to give, because we're normally looking from across the ship, and the port side's on the far side, means we're likely to see the ships get EMP'd because they're in the background. So that's the most powerful arc weapon. And it's the same gun, so we don't lose any damage. All right, I know that drains all of our money, so we really have to be picky. All right, so do we have a new bounty? No, we don't. No, I can't imagine if there's only going to be 3 champions for this campaign, because normally there's enough to fill this whole thing up. All of these are showing as repeats, which is kind of disappointing, because we're just now got past a storyline mission. I don't want to do 1 story mission per session. But this one doesn't show as a repeat, and it's going to be easy, but we'll get to see our new gun in action. Get a little bit more money for another fun gun. I don't mind so much doing extra missions for extra money when we're not, you know, if we're just, because if we're just rotating out guns, we're not truly gaining power. We're just seeing cool things shoot in different fashions. So if it's spending money just to swap out weapons to see how they work, I feel a little bit less bad about doing some unnecessary things for some money. All right, give me something to shoot at. I'm hoping to see a lightning effect, you know. Even though I'm not sure that that would make any sense in space. Oh, you guys are attacking from the wrong side. Who are you? He's not getting a chance to shoot at anything. There we go. Why are you shooting the rail gun, the cannon? Shoot the... There it is. Oh, that's cool looking. Shoot it some more. So it auto switched properly that time. Okay, it's too bad with that more money you can't install more weapon mounts. Even if we don't have people to man the different weapon mounts, we could switch between the weapon mounts just to be able to see them The different cool effects. This is the expansion. This is the equivalent to the U.S. bomber from Bomber Crew. But there's a yeah, new ship called the Porcupine. 20 weapon mounts, but you just have 3 crew members. What they need to give us is a transporter unit and a couple of Lannis crew. That's what I want to see in the next expansion. Another boarding crew. See, why is he's not switching? See, that was backwards. We just saw him switch. When they had shields, he was using the autocannon instead of the energy weapon. I want to watch out the back here. Phew, phew. Hi guys. It would be pretty cool. Oh, so this was interesting. I mean, these guys came back, which we expected. But the bomb that was with them didn't manage to make it back. He was shooting on his way out. Oh, something broke. Something important broke. Alright, I've given you guys plenty of opportunities to survive. Yeah. A hybrid version of this game with FTL would be amazing. Hey, look, there's a cargo pod. I should remember to pay attention to it once it's in my cargo bay. In my defense, last time we were under attack. I had to kind of pay attention to that a little bit. All right, what are you gonna do? Ah! Now they know I'm gonna take my eyes off of it. I'm just gonna have him stand around with an extinguisher in his hand. They can select him, and if that goes green, that means there's a fire on board. I know that's not the only option, but at least that's one I can be prepared for. Seriously, the one time I pay attention to it. Is the one time it doesn't cause any problems. Is that enough money to buy another weapon? Thinking it's probably not going to be enough. We didn't get any research out of it. The arc weapon was cool to watch, though. I don't know if it EMP'd anything, but I mean, we were in a oh, I already had quad energy on these sides. I thought that was still in triples. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to afford anything good. This. I don't know if I've ever used flak. I don't even remember if flak was a weapon type in the pre-expansion. That looks nice. That might be that might be the next one on this side. I think the back's going to end up with a flak. Maybe a beam on the front. I don't know. I don't know. I need money. I need money. Give me money. All right, this isn't showing as a repeat. I don't remember doing a seek out and destroy light cruiser. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess I do remember doing it. I thought it would look like our ship. I don't think it did. Did it? I don't remember now. Oh, radiation. Everybody's radiating. Oh. I've got a little bit of radiation protection on my guys. That from, I think, the helmet. but not heavily. Oh my, look at that thing. I don't like this countdown. We're already being radiated. What's that going to do in a minute? I don't want to stick around and find out. Like that thing is overtaking us, though. I mean, it's far away, but... Alright, we're not sticking around to find out what happens at the end of that timer. Oh, seriously. We went from green to red. This is even worse. Alright, we need to bring this guy back. In fact, let's go ahead and get a fire extinguisher because we know how these neutrino stores work out. They break everything and set everything on fire. I think the radiation works generally like the being cold in Bomber Crew, where they recover over time from it. I think it's temporary damage, I think. So it doesn't look like they're going back up. I don't know what we're grabbing, but... need to do it fast. I think we have an engine down, too. Oh, we do. I don't have time to address it. I gotta get out of this sector first. Let's get this guy away from... Oh, the other engine's down now, too. We gotta get out of here. I'm gonna wait just a little. Nobody's taking. No, he's taking damage from that radiation. That away. Keep him ready. Time to go. Can't stick around for another neutrino blast. Right. You just go somewhere else. I need you to not be back there in the back where all the radiation's happening. We're down 2 guns. Come on. At least the cool arc gun is firing. Alright, you can get back in your seat. Radiation is done. Oh, looks like they hacked our radar. Station's rebooting. Yes, everyone seems to be recovering from the radiation now. Slowly. Shields are taking a beating. Alright, see more cool arc gun that reaction. Oh, oh, turning the wrong way. See, that guy still had shields. Why was he not using the arc weapon? It seems like the auto switch is not 100% reliable. I mean, I see it use it. I think it's better than having to do it manually. Checking to make sure nothing weird is going on the ship. We got this pod here that's a different looking thing than the other ones. We're going to the PC dust ring. Sounds like a sector for drug overlords. We're meeting with the black market. Oh, look at this. It was doing something else to us. I wonder if that was the hack. That looked like a tractor beam. There were some green lines going between the ship and us. That definitely wasn't something of ours. There's another little radiation thing out of this green belt. Shields down. Armor's still good. Now that guy's eating everyone. Look at that. He is on target. With that whole arc, just took every shot. Oh. Where's our objective? Getting kind of far out from it. I had a couple of spam bots comment earlier, but I kicked both of them. I didn't think you guys could see those. Yeah, this, for some reason, this stream, not just tonight, but the stream for Space Crew has been plagued with spam bots. We didn't get any of them in the Hard Space series, so I don't know what about this series is attracting them. But I'm getting them at every stream now. Their comments won't make it through on the actual channel. They try to comment on the videos. Those all get blocked. Because they always try to put links in them, and the links get them auto-blocked. Where is my objective at? Oh, I see another red somewhere. We don't really have it. We're at the objective, but I want to stick close to the jump gate. Well, that guy's never gonna get his guys out. He can't get in front. Can't get caught up to me. I don't want to target these guys yet. Alright, there we go. Yeah, as soon as I see the comments from the spam bots, I jump over on my other screen and report them, which also removes the comment. That scrolling was me actually on the other screen scrolling the chat to make sure I didn't miss any of them. I think there's only been a couple of them tonight. They mostly target small YouTubers because it's more likely that their link spam won't disappear in comments because there's less comment activity for a small channel. Okay, so we gotta hack. We can hack. I seem to remember that it isn't too important to hack this. This is just shutting down their weapons temporarily. It's not required. But we have an auto hack ability. Let's use it. Yes, it's just a temporary disabling. So I'm going to head up to top. If this behaves like the other ones, then I want to destroy these two to break open this shield. Although the previous ones that we've done, there weren't any targets on the bottom, so this one already is a little different. We have this guy boost, I can't do the word, boost fire to see if I can take this down more quickly. I was trying to say burst fire, but you're just firing into a furnace? I mean, like whatever's in there is already destroyed. Yeah, the boarding ships can take a serious beating. Oh. Both of our engines are down. That's not good. Okay, that doesn't seem to have removed the thing, so the shield, so we gotta get back underneath the ship. or the station. My helmsman can find his way down there. He should climb over the ship and down onto the other engine instead of going across the interior. You got the magnetic boots, you should be able to run around the outside, no problem. Do I need to go back up top now? Left to destroy, that shield isn't down on it. Their weapons are back up and running, but I think we've destroyed all their weapons. All that we care. It says there's one more shield generator. Maybe we had to rotate around the bottom and see one from another side. Yeah, there we go. There's the other one. And both of our engines are down again. Engineers making us pay today. Reactor's about to lose a dot too. I really want him out there when the station's blowing up, but he's on the other side of the ship. I think that if I had magnetic boots and I was on a spaceship, I would want to run all over the exterior. I mean, I might be a little less eager if there's a bunch of bad guys shooting at the ship while I'm outside it, but still, I would like to think that I would want to, as the engineer, would trust that the shields are going to protect me. As soon as I sent a gunner to med bay, another wave comes in. Boom, 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 boom. What happens when you fly straight into a high explosive gun? Just picked them all apart. Shield regeneration going on here. I actually watched the, it was last week, there was an EVA on the International Space Station. Two of our astronauts went out and replaced an antenna. It was super cool to watch. Watch it live as they were doing it. I think that would just be the neatest thing in the world. Or out of the world, I guess. I mean, I realize that being in one of those big bulky spacesuits wouldn't be the most fun thing, you know. But just to watch the, you know, the astronaut outside of the station, and they're, because the station is wrapped, you know, all around the station there's handrails. That's how they get around the outside station. They're just hand over hand walking themselves through space. And I think that would just be the neatest thing. You know, I mean, if, I think the self-destruct button is large so that you know, if you really want to self-destruct, you'll have a hard time missing it. That's one of the things that you got to be able to do quickly, right? The shiny candy-like button. That is actually a reference that I would be surprised if anyone could get. Don't press the shiny candy-like button. Didn't quite follow what you were saying there, Liquid. Canada arm and did a pool mission? What? I do not know what you're referring to. I feel like there are some details left out there. No, 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 don't go back. No, no, no. Wrong guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I imagine that being... Like, I'm claustrophobic. And, it would... I think it would definitely, you know, take some getting used to being in one of those. But I guarantee I could overcome, you know, any kind of discomfort of being in one if it meant getting to be out in space. Oh, guys, I missed your comment about space camp. All right, let me try to keep my people from dying here. So you got to do a pool mission in one of the spacesuits at space camp. That would be so cool. I remember the the Mythbusters episode where they went to one of the NASA facilities, and they had like the top half of one of the spacesuits that they would use, and Carrie Byron went up to it and wrapped its arms around her and said, "Oh, it's giving me a hug." That was cute. Even then, you could see how inflexible they were. That is super cool. That would have been a neat opportunity. They were when they did the live spacewalk like last week. After they got in their suits, they had to sit in the airlock for half an hour while they slowly depressurized it, just in case there was any kind of pressure leak in one of the suits. So they were in the spacesuit for half an hour before even getting to open the hatch and leave. I'm not surprised that they're heavy. I mean, they have full life support built into them, and they're meant to be operated in 0G anyway. So it's not like they have to really. They don't really have to concern themselves with too much with the mass, other than, you know, the strength it takes us to pull yourself along. So yeah, with the concern with having the bends is, so before that was a different issue. So they mentioned that before they got into the spacesuit, they spent like another half an hour or an hour breathing like 100% oxygen to get all of the nitrogen out of their bloodstream. Hey Charmer, welcome back. Good seeing you. Liquid and I were talking about the spacewalks. I was mentioning that I watched the live spacewalk last week, but I had forgotten about that detail. Liquid was mentioning that they can get the bends, and that the way they counted that was that they had to, for like a half an hour or an hour before they got in their suits, they had to breathe pure oxygen to get all the nitrogen out of their systems. And then they were in the spacesuit, and then they had to sit in the spacesuit for half an hour in the airlock while they depressurized the airlock. All having to do all that before actually getting out to do the EVA. I wouldn't expect that vertigo would be a problem in an actual spacewalks. I could see having the problem of vertigo being in a spacesuit in a pool, because your brain, your inner ear is still getting the pull of gravity, which is contrary to your movement. But in space, I I can see how vertigo can be a problem in general when you're getting used to being in zero-G, but I don't think that being in the spacesuit or on an EVA would be a particular issue in regards to vertigo. Yeah, the view from there must be amazing. All right, so we're upgrading our weapons, and we're collecting up money to get cooler weapons. And next was to be over here, and I was thinking the flat cannon 2 with the particle beam. We don't have a flat cannon or a particle beam. What's this? Flat cannon? Oh, it's an even better version. Flat cannon and particle beam Mark III. This must be a this will be a well, I mean, keeping your orientation with, I mean, in that case, I would imagine that the space station would be your consistent reference point. But to that statement, in hard space shipbreakers, that was one of my arguments against changing the processor and the furnace to where they were alternates on both sides. It's because how easy it is to lose your orientation without a reliable reference. And I use the orientation of the relative orientation of the furnace and the processor to guide my orientation in space in that game. All right, so I think I said I like to only do one of these campaign missions per stream, but we're out of other things to do. So I think we're gonna go do this high risk. Destroy the rogue android flotilla. Sounds pretty cool. Still don't have any new champion bounties. So this should be I don't mind doing high risk. I just didn't want to I don't want to burn through the campaign too fast. So we've detected a significant rogue android force massing near the planet Medusa. Ooh. Well, that's, if a planet's named Medusa, it's already in danger. In this Alpha Centauri B system. It appears to be their flagship vessels preparing for an attack on the colony mission. Wow, you would think that would be, I mean, we have this much further to go in the progress bar. I think they're ramping up fast. If we strike now, we can take them out in one fell swoop. So I think that's what we're going to do. We got our new shiny weapon. We haven't upgraded all of our armor, but we've upgraded most of it. Let's do it. We're going to go with our standard layout. This guy, I want to keep our repair guy handy. And as usual, we're going to take the most dangerous route. Our flagship vessels are preparing for the we read that in the briefing. I am running out of drink. And away we go. Alright, we gotta be on our toes for this. A hard mission. High risk mission. Stretch a little bit. Sit up in our chair. Alright, let's see that new gun. Not that one. This one over here. There it goes. Alright, well, turn back. I want to see the beam. Oh, that looks powerful. The flak are firing individual shots. That's triple flak. Ooh, man, that looked good. Well, this is gonna be real nice. He's facing all this stuff with the flak. Oh, need to, we gotta stop paying attention to the fun stuff and keep ourselves alive. Gotta respect our enemy. Yeah, the beam is super cool. That was the flak eating him up too. I'm liking this weapon, this combo. It seems super nice. Let's heal up. Charge up too. All right. So we're already one jump from the objective. We took the fast route. I suspected this weapon was going to be better than the arc weapon. Although I wanted to try out the arc weapon. That was why I saved it for this side. We tend to end up going around clockwise and firing in and across. I feel like this gun gets more shot time than the one on the outside. Oh man, yeah, those flak are looking good. I'm pleased with both the beam and the flak. Hey, look at those. Yeah, that flak is doing its work. Almost seems more accurate than the heavy weapon on the back. Better I just have an incompetent gunner in the back seat. And look how much he's missing. Hurry up before you get caught on fire. Oh, got the green beam. I don't know what that does, but he... Oh, okay, that's the hacking. That's the hacking beam. That's what he was targeting, was that back... Didn't do that guy any good. He was parked behind us where we had the hacked gun, and he still got blown up. I think I'm going to be willing to give up the high explosive rounds in the back now that I'm seeing how nice the flak is. That maybe I'm going to be less reliant on it. Although it looked like the flak might be even shorter range. But we have the beam. In this particular case, we have the beam, which is compensating. We got another spammer in chat. And away they go. Alright. Oh. Turns out the spammer caught me off guard and I didn't charge in time. Woo! He wasn't so tanky on that one, was he? Oh, something broke. Yeah, we don't want that to be broken. We got incoming. Time to go. Hack the Android beacon. I wouldn't mind if we would get a an equivalent on this to Bomber Crew, where we had the rich mix that allowed you fly faster. It'd be nice if the engineer had something in here that was like a short hop. You know, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say that you could activate the jump drive to do like a Picard maneuver. But we don't actually jump in this game. We use the jump node, so I don't think that we actually have engines that enable that. Means a short jump wouldn't be possible. But a boost of somehow would be. I mean, it could be, you overload the engines and causes radiation, or potentially could damage the engines, and you have to go out and fix them. So the mechanisms are already in place in the game for a trade-off. And it would give more function to this station than the gigantic self-destruct button. Whoa! I'm gonna hold off on calling on the fire support until I'm up in the thick of it. What kind of defenses they get? Oh, that is a cool, look at that planet. Is it moving? It feels like the planet is moving. Okay, I gotta stop paying attention to the planet. I'm calling support. Where are we taking damage from? Oh, goodness. We need to fly away from here. Where's the exit? Just to get us away from... the main damage. Oh, someone's dying. Revive him, revive him, revive him! We might have to flee from this place. We may not be winning this fight. We might be in just a little over our heads. We didn't finish our armor upgrades. And I'm running out of actions. Oh, I gave an inspirational speech, but it didn't kick it in time. No, no, no. Where's the jump gate? You're supposed to be at the jump gate. We're going down. We're going down. There's no way I'm saving this. The rest of the medkits are in back. People are going to die. The question is, can I save us by getting the captain back up? Keeps... Nope. I don't even know what's killing everybody. There goes the ship. I don't even know what was killing everyone. It was like we were being hit by radiation, because even the guys in the front were taking damage I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I don't understand what was. I mean, we had some fire coming in, but even with all of our defenses when they were up, my guys were taking lots of hits. That just didn't make sense. Like my engineer was running around just fine, right? He wasn't taking damage really much at all. But people who were in their stations were all taking lots of damage, even the guys who were in interior armored stations. And that looked like the effect that we normally see when we have radiation as a problem. And I mean, the back engines were getting radiated, but the whole front of the ship, those guys should have been fine. So, all right, I guess it's time to recruit some legendary people. Yeah. I don't know about this Myers guy. He's a normal dude. I don't know that he automatically gets to be our security officer. He has no other stats to speak of, though he is fast. Not bad. So let's look at new recruits. So we have 2 helmsmen. We don't need. That's our comms officer. He has no armor. So Banks here has high armor by default. So I think I'm going to give Banks the piloting seat. Maybe we'll get a better, a better pick of comms officers. That one has 9. And I'm not sure I like this person's attitude, though. Look at, oh, rare. Rare crew and ultra rare have better stats. All right, but you need to perk up a little bit, buddy. What else marked as rare? No. Arvid Winkler. What a name. See, this guy's got better stats as a security officer than the guy that we rescued. This guy looks a little too eager. Look at this. He doesn't have much for armor, but I just like the look of him. He looks like he's been there. He's seen things. All right, I think I want. Yeah, this guy's fine. He's got good stats too. He's better than the one that we rescued. That'll get us all gunners. We're looking for armor is the best. A little bit radiation resist. That's a little frightening with the hobbies or painting from Paris. Does anyone from Paris have a mustache like that? He gets the last seat. All right, so I've never lost a ship, so I don't know what to expect out of this. I guess they're probably all going to go back to garbage gear. Let's take a look at what a new spacecraft they've given us. Oh, man. What's the armor look like on all these? Plate 5, so that's the downgrade. We had 6 on 3 of our parts. Weapons, garbage, 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 garbage. Okay, so we're not going to be doing that mission again for a bit because this ship is nowhere near as good as the ship that we lost. But it looks, at least the interior is the same. They didn't make us re-customize all of our setup here. So that's good. And I don't care for this color scheme. And I was really digging our previous ship. I really liked the way it looked. I liked the frosting on the side. It was such a good effect. I mean, we could do... I mean, the flames are obvious. So we went just yellow to orange to red. Yeah, I mean, imagine how long it would take for us to be able to afford an all-flak ship. I'm not going to spend too much time on this for now. I'll worry about repainting it off camera. We're keeping our mottos, but I'll worry about the recoloring and everything else. Afterward. This way, at least our enemies know it's us. Where are our wings at? There they are. And then what's on the front? The UDF logo is a little too on the nose. Like, UDF doesn't own this ship anymore. I do. No. Where's the other top one? I want to get rid of the UDF logo. All right, well that's good enough. So our legendaries are already level 6 or above, so it looks like we have to give them their secondary. This is our engineer, so we want to give them the weapons office. And a weapons officer that is going to be engineer. So it looks like we're going to be doing some not as hard missions for a little bit because we need money. Let's get out there, and because this isn't a repeat. Oh, I didn't check. Do we have to... This is where all the money in the new ship went. Look at all these escape pods. We didn't have any escape pods. And I didn't check all these other systems, so I don't know, like... So we obviously have a not as good of a reactor because we can't fill everything up. I don't know what our shielding looks like. Yeah, that was a big loss. We're going to be paying off that bill for a while. Man, I cannot believe we got... I've got to rewatch that. I had to figure out what happened to our front crew. I mean, I understand the guys in the back, but, you know, near the radiation, taking constant damage, but the guys in the front... Like, I guess swore our armor was not red yet. They shouldn't have been taking that kind of heavy damage. As soon as they got, anyone who got in the seat got taken out almost right away. Whereas the guy who was running around had no problems with it. I could not get back to the gate in time to jump. I am out of drink. Put this somewhere else so I don't keep reaching for an empty cup. I just noticed that our comms officer is Nagy. So appropriate for that station. Look, we'd have none of our abilities. Oof. That was a devastating loss. We are probably going to spend our entire next session recovering from that. I'm not mad about it. I mean, I am playing this at the highest difficulty. I'm glad to run into something that's a real challenge. But I think that the giving us such a garbage ship and when it gets our old one gets destroyed is a little bit harsh of a penalty. We have to re-level all of our guys, repurchase our entire ship. I wonder if I can sell those escape pods and recover some money. I don't know what to expect. I didn't check to see what our equipment is for our away team, so I don't know what to expect when they land here. I now understand the objective here. Before I said keep 3 crew alive, I thought that they were talking about that all of your away team had to survive on the station, but that's not what that's not that it's saying. It's saying we have to get to the station with 3 people alive in order to do the mission. All right, I guess we take our legendary guys. They're higher stats. And we take number 4 because that is a... Oh, we don't even... Their personal gear. They don't even have the boots. Gotta re-gear everything. Oh, the pain. Yeah, more content. It's the same content over again. Hacking this thing or not? Oh, that's a... Oh, I see. It's a camera station. That's neat. Alright, can we target these? No, and there are loot boxes next to them, so we don't want to destroy the... That's annoying. It looks like we can shut them off. There's a line drawn between them, so let's see if that shuts them off. Don't hit the explosive. Okay. I didn't look to see what's in the next room if I need to. Oh no, they're blinking fast. I can't interact with them. I wanted. Okay. No, no. I want to get these guys. I don't know what to expect out of those things. Run, dodge. No, don't get. That's what I wanted to do. Apparently that wasn't good enough. Okay, things are really going south on us. No! No! So the only person left alive is our non-legendary. There's no. This is gonna be a loss. Yep, he can't revive him fast enough. And we. So he died in the chamber. Oh, I can't send them back onto the station. Well, so much for legendary crew being legendary. Yeah, this is... everything's going horribly south. See, the problem is that my guys don't have armor or anything like that because they lost all their gear, so they were easy pickings. No, 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 no. Didn't retrieve the artifact. They were leaving. Alright, so no away missions until we have we re-equipped our guys. Lesson learned there. It really had to be just the two legendaries. Oh, what a night. We're almost at our 2.5 hour mark, too. We might run a little bit long to try to get a little bit of money back. Oh my goodness. Don't forget that tomorrow is hatch day for Hard Space Shipbreakers. There are some scheduling things going on right now in my life that might cause me to deviate from my initial plan. So keep an eye on the channel. I know we're not done yet, but I just want to mention it while I'm thinking about it. I will tweet out when I'm streaming, though no one is currently subscribed to my Twitter feed. But obviously I will post also to channel. There is a chance, though I'm trying to avoid it, there's a chance that I might bump Tuesday's base crew. in favor of doing the hard space patch on Tuesday instead. There's also the possibility that I might be doing the hard space Monday and something else, depending on how things work out in my life, scheduling things. There might be something that's getting in the way of my Tuesday one. So I don't like being that vague on my stream schedule. I like to give you guys a heads up. But just this week is just a little weird, and there's some external things that a little bit out of my control at the moment. That such as tomorrow the patch might, if something's wrong with the patch, then that's out of my control. But we won't have a stream if there's no patch. Things like that. So when I know for sure I can stream, I will. I'll post some, a schedule, and I would expect to do it in the general time frame that I normally do for a weekday stream. But again, we'll see. Don't know when the patch is going to come out. All right, so we need to replace 2 crew members. We got nothing from that. Just fast forward. We don't even need to see this. Nothing. All we did was lose 2 people. We didn't even fight anybody. All right, we need a new engineer. The movement speed on that one. And she's got some bonuses down there too. That's going to be our new engineer. Oh, we got a rare. That I think is Bucktooth. Columbo. All right, Columbo. Don't ask what happened to the previous person in your seat. No, crew gear, that's what I need. I gotta at least give the engineer the boots and the repair tool. That's the pistol, that's the repair tool. I don't want to go ham on the... Ooh, that's a new helmet. Oh, that's the ninja helmet. I don't want to go ham on all these upgrades because we have a lot of other important things to do. But our engineer is the one's really got to be able to move around and do things. So radiation resist is good. They end up out on the wings. I think that's what we had on her before. Yeah, 20. That's a pretty nice suit too. Ultralights, fast. Got some armor, she does end up fighting. Oh, it's between the 2 of these. I like the Moby suit. A lot of radiation resist. I think we gotta go with the Moby. We lose some armor. But traditionally, on the engineer, I pick up the armor from the gloves. Anything like combos that give us... No. Yeah, we're just gonna go pure armor on the gloves. Alright, I think that's all the money we can spend reasonably. At a piece. You know, we're gonna hold off on these upgrades. And we got to get some basic systems online. We need to get our shields again. That's another 35, 32. And we need our reactor. Another 25. Our armor is okay for now. Oh, one more thing. I need to know, what is our engines? Yeah, so we don't have as good of evasion. And, oh, I wanted to see if we could sell our escape pods. Yes, we can. We can sell the escape pods. Here, is it $375 to get them back? Wow, it was not a good refund. You know what? We go down with the ship. We don't need them. We'll leave one. That will buy us a system. I think it was the... Yeah, we can't afford that, but the reactor, I think that gets us the reactor. Yeah, because that's 9, yeah. So that gets us... At least that gets us our reactor. We'll do the only one that isn't a repeat. With our garbage weapons. Garbage weapons and untrained crew. It's nice being able to at least empower our systems again. I might do a little bit of off-camera recovery of money because honestly, I don't want to grind. I don't want to spend an entire session just grinding money. Because we're not going to see new stuff, and a lot of it's going to have to be taking easy missions like this. Just to get back to where we were. I don't know that I'll off-camera grind enough to get back to where we were, but we are seriously hurting on our systems. Everything is worse than it was. We were just enjoying our cool new weapons. And I mean, our guys were just hit level 11. Everybody's back to starting. Nearly. Yeah, the loss of the ship is just unnecessarily That will be, if I have a complaint about the game, that's going to be it. The cost of losing your ship is just too high. I mean, fortunately, I enjoy playing this game, so if I fly around and destroy stuff, then I fly around and destroy stuff. But, there's really no reason not to replace the ship that we lost. You know, just count the mission as a failure. And just replace the ship. Even if you have to level up a new crew. I mean, this crew isn't starting out at 0, right? When we first started the series, our crew was all level 1. So these guys started off at like level 5. Which is in line with what we saw with Bomber Crew. That if you lost someone in Bomber Crew, yeah, well, it wouldn't have done me any good having the pigeon and the dinghy. I didn't have the escape pods. I didn't have any of that stuff in Bomber Crew either, because it's the same mentality for me. I never abandon ship. You know, it's just, you've seen how I am when we get into panic situations. I just go in and focus and I handle everything, even when it looks like it's hopeless. And traditionally, I manage to save it. If I hit abandon ship, then I'm giving up on the working through the problem and learning to what to prioritize and how to save the ship, so I don't have to abandon it. So it just doesn't really fit with my my play style. You've seen me in hard space when a meltdown starts, that I don't just back away from the ship. I go and do everything I can to retrieve the reactor. I mean, all that being said, you know, I had one Mark I escape pod that it's a shame that I didn't oh, not paying attention. I didn't even think to see if I could get my engineer out alive, because he was the only one left standing. Like I didn't put my, would you quit hitting me? I didn't put my engineer in the stop it, in the pilot seat, because it wouldn't have done me any good. Okay, that's getting annoying. What is with, who's throwing all these asteroids at me? Look, the moment I replenish his shields, the asteroids stop coming. As I was saying when I was hacking, if I had remembered that I had an escape pod, I probably should have tried to get my engineer out alive. So I'm not sure how much good it would have done to eject him in the middle of an enemy flotilla. But at least it would have been something, right? I mean, I knew the ship was going down. I knew I wasn't going to save that ship. After I had revived the pilot a second time and he still wasn't anywhere near the jump point, and couldn't stay in his seat more than like 2 seconds. He got in his seat and immediately got knocked back out, and I couldn't figure out. You know, the key to surviving those panic situations is identifying what's causing the threat and dealing with it. So, like, if there had been a thing I could have repaired to stop a radiation or a fire to put out, then I would have stopped trying to revive him and get him in that seat, and I would have gone for whatever is causing him to die again. But I couldn't determine what was actually killing him. The engineer's running around the same place he is, but he's not getting hurt. You just caught that? We break for gingers? I have a spot. I have a soft spot for gingers. All right, we're gonna do one more. We're actually over our time, but we're gonna do one more anyway. We don't have enough money to upgrade anything. 2.7 is not enough money to do anything. So we're gonna just try to survive our way through here, get it some XP for our guys, and then we're gonna call it a night. And if I find the time, I'm probably gonna do some off-screen, off-camera grind just to get us to where we can do a little bit more engaging stuff. We don't need to land there to refill our guys, but you know, the question is it? You know what? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. I want to land to see if it's an ambush. The last time it wasn't an ambush, and we literally have just jumped once. So I want to see if it's still here on our way back. What is with all the asteroids? Does our new pilot not know how to avoid things? Man, look how fast our crappy shields are charging. High recharge and by the way, when you don't touch it, you can see that it goes in cinematic. Combination of high recharge and low capacity on the shields. So to speak of other content, since Hard Space is coming out tomorrow, the patch, I was waiting for 0.7 to consider remaking my how-to series, so I'm probably going to be fairly busy with Hard Space content for a while. That won't be streamed. So we're going to stream the exploration of the new ship. And then, like I said, my gaming schedule is going to be busy because I'll at least be making how-tos on the new ships. And probably I'm just going to redo the entire how-to series with all the stuff that we learned during our run-through of it, all the new strategies that we developed, plus all the things that have been added to the game since 0.4. They're hacking a station. Looks like they're hacking the station that nobody's in. But I am still getting a lot of views off of my how-to series, and it's just dated at this point. I want to give people better information, so I want to take the time to refresh that series. I don't expect that my new ones will get nearly as many views, because YouTube's more likely to recommend the old ones, because the old ones have proven that they have high visibility, or a lot of people want to look at them. And YouTube doesn't know the new ones are replacements for the old ones. I at least want to have a fresh set of them with all the new stuff in it. Like radiation filters weren't a thing back then. I don't think air filters were. And there's been a lot of little changes, like javelins were completely reworked with all the inner cages. Here's something on the ship. Oh, you might want to go inside, buddy. He's just hanging out there enjoying the view. See, that engineer would have gone across the top of the ship as opposed to through the middle. Surprised the pilot didn't fly himself right into that giant asteroid. Well, those guys warp in. That was a boarding party. We don't have the guns to stop that boarding party from landing now. Ooh, we are taking a beating. Shoot at the boarding party! The guy is right next to you, the one that you can hit. My gunner is trying to hit anything while we're evading. Why do I still have an attack enemies button and there's no enemies left? That seems suspicious. There's the hacking. I did this little hacking thing on this guy right here. It was somewhere else on the ship, and I saw it come come around the ship and target me. That was a nice little touch. Where that guy came from. We're not moving because the pilot seat's been hacked. Oh, maybe we are moving. How are we moving even though he can't pilot? Looks like we ran him into the jump gate. Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what the patch notes are going to be for the other things that they've done in the update beyond just adding the new ship. In hard space. Unfortunately, I missed the last AMA that the hard space team had a couple weeks ago. So I didn't get I wanted to ask them in the next AMA, and it just didn't happen. I just missed it because I didn't even know about it. Oh, they hacked the station as I was recharging the shields. I literally got the notice of the AMA after the AMA was already done. I was like, what? Too late now. But I did want to ask them about their intentions with wires and the balancing of upgrading the armadillo. Feel the fire coming in from all sides. I guess I can overdrive this weapon because it's an energy weapon on the back, even though I don't normally have energy weapons on the back. What's a little radiation between friends? Of course, my gunner in front no longer has any abilities at all because he's not actually a gunner. At least level 6 and can learn the gunner seat. You know, this guy is missing an awful lot for 100% aim accuracy. I don't think that's what 100% means. So we get credit for clear before we jump. There we go. Oh, not a neutrino storm, no! Oh, this is the wormhole drive that's going to jump us straight back to our base. But also is going to have us get attacked on all sides. Their hands on an extinguisher and get ready. I want to kill these guys before I jump on the wormhole too, because I want the XP for my crew. I want credit for these guys being blown up. In fact, I should be moving. What about the, you mean for my, for Silva? I don't have time to take him out of his seat. If that's what you're asking about for the med station. Where did the thingy go? The help that I don't have. Get gravity turned on. Oh, we got more incoming. Didn't jump in time. Both our engines are down. We can't stay here. Shields are messed up. We're in invasion at the moment. Need to get into that wormhole. Alright, we're not there yet. Come on, give me the hack. I'm just pushing it. I can't get around it. I need to get these engines repaired. Transform's gonna go off again. Object. Time for this. Shields went down again. Might be looking at another new ship at this rate. Oh, thank goodness we didn't actually have to fight something in the wormhole. Get us on the station, quick. Everything is on fire. It'd be funny if the station would deny our landing request because we have radiation leaks. What is taking you so long to dock? What is up with this incompetent pilot? Oh, you're right. I did forget about the return. They had the potential ambush station. We were kind of in the situation there where we needed to successfully jump back. We had to at the very least we had to get out of that sector. All right, so we got our fast jump back. That's good. And now everybody can get their secondary skills. That's also very good. That's going to help. So, pilot secondary skill will be comms officer. Not that he'll ever get in that seat, but you know, if the comms officer is ever down, I could potentially put him in that seat to call on like fighter support and bring someone else in to do basic piloting while that's happening. Comms officer is... Right, well, for some reason we can't pick pilot as a secondary. So, comms officer, I guess, is an engineer? Security officer to help defend the front? I swore last time I gave him the secondary skill as pilot. No, I did, because I remember seeing him get the skills when he leveled up. Like the evasion and all that stuff. I'm not gonna give him a secondary skill yet. I swear that it gave me the option to have him as a pilot. The other guys we know. So you know, I think I'm gonna switch things up a little bit. I always make the engineer a weapons officer. But I think I'm gonna make him a security officer because they're better at close combat. And he's usually the guy who's in combat. Plus, now that that's a thing for the away teams, I think that makes sense. So this guy is weapons officer. And then the weapons guys, so that's going to be... Silva is 5. He's the one that's in the bottom. That's the guy that I had last time as an engineer, so I need to keep that consistent. 6 is the back. I'm going to make that engine engineer. 7 is the port side. We'll make that a security officer that they can help out in combat. The back. So that's... Next time I load the game, I'm going to see if this still doesn't allow me. Because I swear that the last time I had him as a navigation, as a helmsman. In fact, I'm going to re-review cached footage to verify that. But we got a little bit of money here. And so on our way out, we're going to upgrade something. Shields, maybe. I don't think that we can get anything meaningful out of our weapons for now. Because we have to switch these to energy and these to kinetic. And that's a big money to leap across. like our right side. This was that's what we had it as. 9,000 for us to upgrade to that. Oh my goodness. So it's just too much money for us to make that leap right now. And the first thing that needs to be upgraded is the rear weapon. That's the one that's on target most of the time. And I'm thinking I'm thinking I want flak on the back. Not flak. Rail cannon. I want the rail gun. So probably this thing right here will be the back weapon. I might do the railgun on the front. The flak on the back. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm going to think about this later. There's a lot of money, a lot of priorities for me to spend money on, a lot of money that I need to do just to get us back to where we're at. And oh look, on the camera on the news, talk about the legendary weapons officer that got murdered unceremoniously on a wave mission. But we're gonna call it here, and wasn't as heroic of a run as usual. But you know, we gotta fail sometimes. This keeps us humble. So thanks a bunch for coming out, and if you're watching this replay, thanks for watching the replay. It's still a wonderful game. I'm still having fun. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes things get blown up. Definitely checked. You know, keep an eye on the YouTube feed for this next week, because it's going to be hopping. A lot of stuff's going to happen this week, both in my personal circle as well as on the channel. So tomorrow, the intent right now is tomorrow is going to be Hardspace Shipbreaker with the new ship, and Tuesday it either may get bumped to Tuesday, or Tuesday just may get bumped entirely from Space Crew due to some things that are in the air in my personal schedule. So keep an eye on there. I'll post as soon as I know, because I want to give people as much forewarning as possible so that you can schedule your time better. But you know, it's Christmas week, so who knows what else is going to happen. But thanks again for coming out. Like it on the way out if you liked it, and don't forget I have Twitter now, so you know, consider subscribing to Twitter so that you can get these updates more timely. But thanks again for coming out, and thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your evening.